Hello viewer, thanks for tuning in to this week's MapleStory Mythology Monday. Yay! In this episode we will talk about the Root Abyss storyline. Root Abyss is present in every version of MapleStory. The area features a new storyline and 4 new bosses to battle.
Did you know that the storyline starts with Alicia, who is the World Tree, being trapped in Root Abyss? Now, the World Tree is present in several religions and mythologies, and is usually represented as a colossal tree who supports the heaven, thereby connecting the heavens, the world, and through its root, the underworld. And now, Alicia being trapped in these roots, hence the name Root Abyss, smart move Nexon, we can assume that this place is supposed to depict the underworld.
Also, the entire Root Abyss area is inspired by Alice in Wonderland. As a Maple, you fall into a hole in a tree trunk and enter Root Abyss, the same way that Alice fell into Wonderland through the rabbit hole. Also, the World Tree is called Alicia, which reminds us a lot of the name of the name Alice. Even when looking at some older illustrations of Alice, her clothing and hair appear to be similar to that of Alicia's.
Oh, so let's talk about the weakest of the 4 Steel Guardians. This rooster is called Von Bon, which reminds me of Bon Bon, but anyway, Von Bon looks a lot like the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Again, not only do they share the same wardrobe, they are both able to control time as well.
Whoa!
The second Steel Guardian is called Pierre. Pierre is a very unfunny clown that can do quite a lot of damage and can sometimes be tricky to defeat for the inexperienced Mapler. Pierre is a parody of the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, what might explain why he likes to change his hat so many times. Also, as you can see in the background, a tea party is going on, just like one of the famous scenes from Alice in Wonderland. By the way, before you enter the map to fight Pierre, you can see an NPC called Tricky, and he resembles the vanishing and always smiling Shirish Cat. Also known as Cheshire Cat. Also known as Fancy, who can be found in Alinea.
Well, the third Steel Guardian is called Crimson Queen or Bloody Queen. She is a very nasty boss to fight. Not only does she have split personalities, she is also fond of a one-hit KOing you, which is a quite nasty habit if you ask me. Before you battle the Queen, you have to fight imps and paint some roses. This is one of the assignments that were given to Alice from the Queen of Hearts, the main bad guy in the story. The Queen of Hearts? Yeah. Isn't she the one with the big hat?
Off with your head!
Off with your hat! However, the Bloody Queen does not have any more resemblance with the Queen of Hearts. Well, except that she wants to kill you. Off with your hat, that's what you also said. Also take note of how many corpses there are in the background.
Last but not least, we have a boss called Bellum or Vellum, depending on your version. We could not find anything about a dragon-like worm in the Alice in Wonderland story. The only dragon-like creature in Alice in Wonderland is the Jabberwocky. However, Vellum does not have wings or arms for all its worth. So when doing some more research, I came across an old English poem that was said to have inspired the writer of Alice in Wonderland to create the Jabberwocky.
It was the poem of the Lambton Worm. The Lambton Worm is an old English legend about a dragon-like worm that terrorized a few villages, ate their cows, ate their babies, stuff like that.
Just a few villages?
Just a few.
I'm gonna leave your neighbors alone, but you did, man.
And he was a giant worm, in fact. He burrowed in the ground. So in the legend the worm was defeated but cursed his killer. But if you want to know more about this worm, then why not Wikipedia it yourself? Ha!
Haha, well, we hope
homework for you guys.
This week MapleStory Mythology Monday that is released on Tuesday, but who even cares? It's Monday in some dimension, right?